Good evening, everybody. So we have made it to Sunday. It is the end of the weekend. Still have a few hours left to kind of play around a little bit and rest. We're having our traditional turkey dinner tonight. Don't ask me what tradition it is because who knows? It's April 10th, right? But we're having,
Special talk day.
Oh, it's special talk day, Max said. So we are having turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy and sweet potatoes and cranberries. You know, Thanksgiving dinner in April. I don't know. But everybody likes that, and we needed to make room in the freezer, so there we go. We have one and dones tonight, so let me put that little banner up so that everybody coming in can see that we are one and done. That means everything that we have is the only one of its kind that I still have. These cannot be reordered. They're not blockbusters. The blockbusters we can reorder, and we will show one of those in a second. Hi, Violet. But everything else is, once it's sold tonight, it's gone. So if you want it, grab it. All right, let's go ahead and get started. The necklace that I have on, this is called the Sands of Time. It comes in both silver and gold. I have the silver one on tonight. I have both versions here to show you. Let's start with the silver. So they call these twisted hourglasses. I don't know if I really agree with that assessment, but that's what they're calling them. Hi, Aunt Dora. Yes, and Max is here. And this has white rhinestones set in those twisted hourglasses. And then our earrings are the same little twisted hourglass pieces. They're a nice size, so I don't feel the need to upgrade these. This is the length and size of this necklace. So we've got about 1.5 inches below that collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit right down there on the bust. This is not extended, so I do not have mine extended, the one that I have on. This is the gold version. So we also have the gold rhinestones, so they're tone on tone in the gold version. I love both versions. It just depends on which color I'm wearing, which one I choose to wear. So this is a blockbuster. I have as many of these as we need, and I can reorder as needed. So this is going to be number 1 tonight, the Sands of Time in either silver or gold. There we go. Trying to show one blockbuster per show at least so that everybody gets to see them because I don't show them that often since they're here all the time. And I forget that people haven't seen them yet. So what are you up to today, Violet? Hanging out? Hi, Marjorie. Good to see you. We've got great weather, don't we? It's really nice here today. It's 62 degrees, so it's just cool enough. Feels pretty nice. You can open the window and let a little breeze through, and it feels pretty good. And it's sunshiny, so we had a nice day. This cuff bracelet is called Incredibly Indie. Sorry, I almost read it wrong. Incredibly Indie. So again, this is a cuff open on the back. We have a brown bead pressed in the middle, so it's kind of a butterscotchy brown, and then the hammered metal around the outside. It kind of looks like a shield to me. So this one's going to be number 2. This is Incredibly Indie in brown.
You didn't send me the...
Oh, I didn't send you the link. Let me send Max the link so that he can pay attention to what we're doing over here.
Violet said something about me. I want to be able to
see you have to watch the circuit assembly. Okay, we had ours. Was that last weekend?
Mm-hmm.
I lose track of time.
No, the weekend before last.
Weekend before last, so 2 weeks ago. We had ours. Yeah, you gotta wait for quiet. It's hard to pay attention, right? Hi, Butter Kelly. Good to see you. So glad you're on. Everybody else, if you're coming in, make sure you've said hi so that we can enter you in the drawing for a free piece of jewelry at the end of the night. So we can't enter you if we don't know you're there. These are called oval ruled in black. Back to your usual place. Hi, Mom. So this one is in black metal. You can see the back of it is that black metal. It's actually off black. It's not a jet black. And then these are black rhinestones. So this is more of an egg shape, I would call it, than an oval. A little bit of an imperfect oval. They're really pretty with the shiny rhinestones all around them. So this is a length and size. You can't hear the audio. Kelly said she can't hear the audio on Instagram. I'm not sure what would be wrong. I muted and unmuted, and I don't think that helped. Hi, Shannon. So these are going to be number 3. Oval ruled. in black. Let me type a message to Kelly real quick. And I'm going to tell her the same thing I tell everybody else. If you can't hear the audio, unless everybody's not hearing the audio, try going out and coming back in. Sometimes that fixes it. I don't know what it is. Esley, are you able to hear me over there? Yeah. Okay. She says she can. So it's Kelly's. Thank you, Esley. I appreciate that. Shannon, don't forget you won a free one on the last show, so you've got a free one to claim. Hi, Tasha.
I'm gonna pick it for her.
Max said he's going to pick it for you if you don't pick one. Okay, great, Kelly. That usually works if you go out and come back in. Sometimes it's just a glitch. All right, this is a cute bracelet, and I wanted to show you this one specifically because this has the sliding knot closure, which we don't usually get with these beads, but look how big you can make it with the sliding knot closure. So you could actually use this bracelet or any of our stretchy bracelets or the adjustable clasp bracelets as an anklet. I know some of you are wearing the anklets for the warm weather. So these are the turquoise colored seed beads and also one strand of small polished silver beads. Thank you for sharing it out there, Tasha. I really appreciate that. So you've got 4 strands of the seed beads, 1 strand of the silver beads. And again, we have this sliding knot closure. So you could actually use this as an anklet if you wanted to, or you can just adjust it to fit your wrist. This is called All Beaded Up in blue. And it is number 4. Shannon said she's going to pick her own stuff, Max. Thank you, Violet, for sharing. I was going to say something and I forgot what it was already. It's been that kind of day. I've kind of got a headache, so my brain doesn't work so good when I've got a headache. Or sometimes when I do, when I don't have one. All right, these are called Woven Whimsically in white. So you see they're not actually completely white. I guess it's just the lightest natural color that they have. This is a little woven ring on the bottom, and then we have a polished silver bar and a hammered textured circle up at the top that has a post behind it. The post is right in the middle of the circular piece. So let me show you what the size of these is. This is the length and size. For those of you on Instagram, I know you can't see the banner. It is one and done night, so all of these are one-shot deals. This is Woven Whimsicality, in white. That was hard to spell, too, when I put it on the tag. Number 5 for tonight. All right. Let's play some Survey Says. That's what we're going to call it. We have 4 answers on the board for this one. Let's go with number 3. 3 out of 4. Name a country people go to ski. A country people go to in order to ski. If you wanted a ski vacation, which country would you go to? Personally, I don't trust the skis. You're going to put yourself going downhill, no brakes, on little skinny boards. It's not happening here. Switzerland was number 1, Violet. I think that's where most people go for the fancy ones. Norway didn't make the cut, but it should have been there.
As many Olympics has been in Norway.
Yeah, and it's a nice cold country. Where else might they go? What are some popular ski destinations? Italy. Oh, that's a good guess, but no. I would think anywhere that has mountains, right? Canada. No, not Canada. Although that is good too. And a lot of people do cross the border into Canada.
The Olympics been in Canada. Huh?
Yeah. Don't ask me. The survey says so. They only have 4 answers on here. Not Canada. Ooh, the Netherlands is also a good answer. That one's not on there. Germany is also good. They were very mountainous. The kid's dad said that Montana reminded him of Germany a lot with the mountains. But that one was not on the list either. Where else would you go? United States was number 4. Yeah, U.S. was number 4. We have quite a few very popular ski destinations in the U.S. Well, there's 2 other countries, number 2 and number 3.
Okay.
What other countries can you think of? Russia was number 2, so we got number 2. What do you think number 3 was? Number 3 is the one we're looking for. Similar to number 1. So if it's not Switzerland, where else do you think it might be? Mm-hmm. Max says he knows over here.
Yeah, but that's not what I would. That's not
what he would have guessed, but
no.
Alaska. Alaska's still in the U.S., Marjorie. Oh, Himalayas is good. Greenland is also a good answer, but not Sweden. Sweden was number 3. Shannon got it. Okay. I think that was kind of a hard one. I don't know. How many people go to Sweden to ski? I think most people go to Switzerland. It probably was a mistake by people thinking Switzerland and saying Sweden. But, you know, there it
I
is.
don't see how Norway didn't make it. I don't care.
Norway didn't make it. Sorry. Max is mad that Norway didn't make it. I don't make the rules. The answers are right here. I did not choose the answers. We'd have a lot more intelligent answers if we did. All right. This is a set of 2 stretchy bracelets in a pretty purple color. Look at that design on the beads. So we have kind of an abstract design on the beads and a few shades of purple. We have the curved silver bars. We also have some nice silver discs here. And we have one little hanging down silver charm on these. So these are actually 2 separate bracelets. You can wear them together. You can stack them with some other things, which is probably what I would do. Maybe get some texture in between these. Or you could wear one at a time. So these are called Terrazzo Territory in purple. This one is number 6. Number 6. So I was going through, I had a lot of one and done stuff that was actually still in the packages, stuff the company sent me, and I had not even taken it out. So I went through and took them out. So here we go. Here's another bracelet. This is a magnetic bracelet. So we kind of like these. This is a different kind of magnetic catch than we usually see. So this piece fits on top of here, almost like a Lego block. And there's a magnet in there. This is black leather strips with gold accents. So there's some gold tubing right here. Our clasp in the back is also gold. This one is called Suburban Outing. Suburban Outing in black. This one is going to be number 7. Oh, that was kind of a cool bracelet. I don't wear bracelets that much, but I like that one. Next up, we have some earrings. These are called Take a Dip in gold. If you don't like a lot of flashy rhinestones, but want just a little section, this is almost like dipped nails, right? You have that little section, the little curve that's dipped in rhinestones. These are gold, so gold teardrops. They're on a fishhook back. This is the length and size. And those are white rhinestones on the bottom. I guess I should specify, since sometimes we use the tone-on-tone like gold or peachy colored rhinestones in the gold. But these are white. Number 8, Take a Dip in gold. That one's actually a good name for that one. It's very descriptive for that piece. Next up, we have brown moonstones. This is called a Divatitude adjustment. So these are brown moonstones. You can see the color variation, that nice tiger's eye stripe in the middle, and they're surrounded by a halo of white rhinestones. So 5 of these pieces on the necklace. Let's put it on our model over here. She's not union, so that's why I use her. This one is about an inch below that collar. It is prettier in person. I have the peach colored version of this, which is not as, I like the contrast better in this one, but I have the peach version and it's very pretty. This one will sit right down here, just above the bust, if you use the 2-inch extension. So this one is a Divatitude adjustment in brown, and this is kind of a chocolatey brown in the center. So this one is number 9.
Classy necklace.
Yes, classy necklaces.
Yeah.
We like our classy necklaces, right, Max?
Yep, that's classy.
We do. And then we have a longer necklace. This one is called Malibu Mandala in purple. So we have this pretty purple, what do I want to call this? I guess a medallion. It's not really a medallion because it's not. Pendant. There we go. Pendant. Pretty purple pendant. We've got some silver bar overlay with those little swirls, the purple enamel behind it, and then we have the silver tassel on the bottom. This is the length. So that one's hanging around mid-abdomen with the tassel. It's down in lower abdomen, and with the 2-inch extension, it is going to hang down here just past this dropped waist on this top. This one does have the sliding chain. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to fasten that lobster clasp into the chain because the chain is pretty fine, but you might be able to use one of those pin type closures and shorten this a little bit. Like we talked about, putting the pin through these 2 sides and shortening it. Hi, John. This is Malibu Mandala in purple. Max is here to take up for you again, so you're safe. This one's number 10.
No, if he wins, I can't make him win tonight, though, because that.
Max says he can't make you win, though, because it's going to look wrong if he does. He can only skew it your way once in a while. All right, let's see. Ooh, here's a good one. 4 answers for this one. Let's go with number 2 on this one. Name something you never leave unlocked. Something you never leave unlocked. So think about things that have locks on them. Car was number 1. House was actually number 3. Can you believe that was so far down the list? Your heart. Oh, that's a good answer, Kelly. And some out-of-the-box thinking on that one. I like that. That one didn't make the list, though. Although number 4 is kind of close. Fridge door. Oh, we should have a lock on the fridge door. That would be really good for me. Especially if you hide the key. The safe. Yes. Mom got that one. The safe. You always want to lock your safe. Toolbox is also a really good one that didn't make the list. So you have to remember to lock that toolbox because people will take those tools and sell them. Garage. Not the garage. Not a suitcase, but that's a good thought. One other thing that has a lock, and it's a small lock. Especially popular with teenage girls. Max knows what it is.
Did you have one?
I did have one. Thank you. Not your phone, but that's good. Diary. Violet knew. Your diary. Did you have a diary, Violet? How many of you ladies had a diary when you were younger? I had one. And all it did was get me in trouble because Mom and Dad found it and read it. You know, so after that, I gave up on the diary thing. I didn't write anything down because that's evidence. You had one, Violet? Okay, mine didn't lock. It was just like the little spiral notebooks, the small ones. And yeah, that's not too secure, actually. You did, Marjorie? Yeah. I think that's not a common thing anymore, but it used to be really common. Everybody had one. Did your sisters have diaries, Max?
I don't know.
You don't know? You never looked for them?
No.
Oh, I'm going to have to ask them after.
I don't know.
Shannon said she did, but she hardly ever wrote in it. That's because you were good all the time, Shannon. Mm-hmm. Violet said there was no lock on hers either. See, that gets you in trouble, right? Although knowing my dad, he would have just busted the lock. Yeah. Your mom read it too, Mom? See, you should have known better then. Why did you read mine? You knew. Okay. This next necklace also has a matching bracelet available. So this is called Goddess Getaway in pink. These are dewy pink beads in silver frames. And then we also have a third layer that is just the plain chain in a little bit larger gauge. Our bracelet, basically the same, actually has a few more layers than the necklace does. So this is the length of this necklace, and this is without extension. So it's hitting about center chest or maybe just under it. Without the extension, with the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down right here on the bust. So this is a nice length and a nice light pink color. So we have Goddess Getaway in pink, and also the coordinating bracelet is available. This is number 11 for tonight. Number 11. I was always in trouble anyway. I was the first kid, so I did everything wrong first. So it was a much bigger deal when I did it than when my kid sister, my kid brother did it. So, you know, by the time they came along, my parents were like, yeah, that's not that big a deal. Nobody died. So that's what you get for being first. All right. Our next one. This is called Taken with Twinkle in multi. So this is a heart-shaped necklace. It has an iridescent heart in the center, surrounded by 2 rows of white rhinestones in a halo. This one is in the upper chest, but with your 2-inch extension, you can get it down to center chest. So it'll be right about there. Violet said she was the youngest. See, you were the one that got away with everything then. Because by the time you came along, your parents are like, yeah, nobody died. Everybody's fine. So this is Taken with Twinkle in multi. This one is number 12. You know how it is. They have all the memes about with the first kid and the second kid and the third kid and the fourth kid. Yeah. By the time you get to the third and fourth, it's like nobody's bleeding. There's no broken bones. We're good. But everything with the first one is an emergency. And I remember it being that way with Brandon. When he got a cold, you know, you worried about it because it was your first time dealing with it. But now they get a cold and they're like, take some Advil and go to bed. You're fine. Marjorie was number 12. You've got it, Marjorie. All right, this one has that toggle clasp closure, which means we have no extension for it, but it's super easy to close and open by yourself, which is also really nice. So this is a silver heart encrusted with white rhinestones. We have the silver toggle clasp in the front. They usually give us plenty of room on these. So it's a nice length even without the extension. So it is going to hang just above mid-chest. So it's just barely. If it was down like 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch, it would be mid-chest. But right now it's hanging just above it. So this one is called If You Lust. In white. Max is groaning at the name. If You Lust in white. This one is number 13. Look, it was the play on words guy day. You know, we can tell when they work in the office. We don't know their names. We just refer to them by the way they name things. All right, this is a longer necklace. This is called Twilight Twinkle in black. And this is a really pretty little cluster tassel necklace. So we have some black crystal type beads and some silver faceted beads. And then the tassel coming out of the center of that. And then our earrings are a little strand of also those black beads and the silver. So a nice little strand. This one hangs down to that drop waist already. With the 2-inch extension, it will go down into this lower belly area. This one also has the sliding chain. So if you wanted to shorten this a little bit, you could fasten that lobster clasp into the chain and pull it up some. Make it not quite so long. So this one's called Twilight Twinkle. Hi, Jane. Twilight Twinkle in black. This one is number 14. Jane, it is one and done night. So you know coming in. Number 15, we have another cuff bracelet. This one is in antique copper. This one is called Wild Vineyards in copper. So you can see it's kind of a scroll type filigree. I guess they're going to call those vines, interlocking vines. We're open on the back. So that means you can squeeze it a little bit to make it smaller. This one's even more flexible than most, or you can stretch it a little bit. So this is what it looks like. Wild Vineyards in copper is number 15. All right, let's do another question. Let's see who else we can get in trouble here. Okay. That one is pretty. I like those. You were excited to wear a long necklace today? I know. We haven't been able to see them in so long. And it's okay for me if I wear them to the meetings because I don't usually get them caught on anything. But wearing them around home, I have to take them off as soon as I get home. Because if I go out to the kitchen, I'll catch them on the knobs for my drawers. Okay. Trying to find a good question. Here's a good one. 5 answers available. And these are not all super new. So just letting you know. 5 answers available. Let's go with number 4. Name a singer who is known only by their first name. A singer known only by their first name. Or one name, I guess we'll say. It says first name, but I'm going to go with one name. Cher. You got it right away, Shannon. You took it off right away, too? Yeah, I have to. Cher was number 4. What other guesses do you have? Shannon got that one again. You're on a roll. Oh, Pink is good. Pink's not on here, though. She's one of my favorites. Actually listened to all of these at one time or another. Nope.
She's not on it? Oh.
Nope. Max said Rihanna. She's not on here. Sia is a good guess, too. Dolly's not on there. Now Max is singing he wants to swing from the chandeliers, Jane. I don't think that's a good idea. We do not have any chandeliers, but if we did, he would not be allowed to swing from them. Reba's a good guess, too, but no. She actually does use her last name professionally. These people do not. Nope. He used his last name, too.
Okay.
I hear the ice falling. Sounds like we're getting ready to have a slide. Beyonce was number 5. Very good. What other ones can you think of? You guys haven't even gotten number 1 yet. Come on now. Number 1 is a man. How about that? John doesn't use her last name. Well, that doesn't count. Madonna is number 3.
Okay, forgot about her.
Yeah, Madonna's number 3. We haven't gotten the first 2. The first 2 most popular in this survey. We have not gotten. And number 1 is a man. Think of somebody. I don't think it was necessarily his name, though. I think it's just like his stage name. 50 Cent. Nope. No rappers on this list. Not Meatloaf, but that's a good guess. Not Meatloaf. Hi, Terry. Name a singer who's known by only their first name. Or only one name. We're going to go with a one-word name because I don't think this was his first name. Prince, yes. Prince was number 1.
Oh, forgot about that.
Yeah, Prince. Number 2 was Shakira. Shakira. Does anybody know Shakira's last name? I don't.
Shakira.
Shakira. Yeah, that's not her last name, Max.
Shakira.
Jane says she can't think under pressure. Oh, Rihanna and Elvis were not on there. It was Shakira and Prince. All right, let's move on. Jane's feeling her anxiety creep up over here. I don't want to make her have a panic attack. All right, these are called radiant chimes in silver. Look at that shine. So these are marquee-shaped silver pieces hanging off a ring. Oh, comfort food. Yes, that would be good too. Meatloaf is good. Terry said she heard meatloaf and thought we were talking about comfort food, which is a good idea. So this is the length and size of these earrings. So we have radiant chimes. In silver, these are number 16. 16. Maybe we should talk about comfort food, Terry. I made turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy and sweet potatoes and homemade cranberry sauce for dinner tonight. So if you want to talk about comfort food, it's in my kitchen. Some little girl singing from the back room.
No, she wants to be straight.
Taylor. She's so silly. All right, this is a long necklace. This one is called Wreathed in Wealth in pink. So this has light pink rhinestones and also some iridescent rhinestones. I think some of these are also white. It's really hard to tell under this light. Yes, the little round ones are white. Ooh, French dip. That sounds good. So this is set in a circular pattern. This is the length. So it's hanging mid-abdomen with 2-inch extension. It would sit right down here, like around the belly button area. It does have the nice sliding chain. So if you wanted to shorten this, it would be very easy to fasten in that chain and pull it up. So this one's called Wreathed in Wealth. It is in pink, but this is pink and iridescent. This one is number 17. I have this weird hand reaching across the table trying to take things from me. It's kind of creepy. All right, our next one is a smaller necklace. This one is called Nice to Meet You in silver. So we have that hematite rhinestone in the dark gray in the teardrop. And then we've got little leaves above it that also have the hematite rhinestone. So this is one of our daintier necklaces. This is the length. So we're about 1/2 inch below that collar. And with the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down here at the center chest. So we have Nice to Meet You in silver. Yes, Thing returns, apparently. It's the return of the Thing. Number 18 for this one. Trying to see what I've got a lot of here, so I can show you those first. Number 19, we've got Throwing Shades in brown. So that's because this is shades of brown. So we start with lighter on the edges. Okay, bye Jane. And a little bit darker toward the center. So like a chocolatey and sweet tea colored rhinestones in there in the center. This is a curved bar. This is the length, so it's almost center chest. But with the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit right here above the bust. So right here in this area, like at the top of my crown. This is called Throwing Shades in brown. Number 19. Jane says mother-in-law takes precedence over us. I don't blame her.
Well,
all right, this one I have in 2 colors. These are called Zen Generation. I have an orange or I have a royal blue. So this is the stone that reminds me of soapstone. I don't know what they're officially calling this, but that's what it reminds me of if you've ever seen soapstone. And then we have the little helmet that looks like a Roman army helmet with the tassel coming down off the bottom. Let me put the blue up here because it's a little bit easier to see. This one hangs in the upper abdomen with that little teardrop pendant. And then the tassel takes you all the way down through belly button area. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to come down around that dropped waist area. So we have one in blue and one in orange. These are called Zen Generation. And they're going to be number 20. Nice, Esley. I see you changed platforms. You must have changed devices. All right. Ooh. I'm let's try this one. I just want to see what everybody says. There's 6 answers for this question. I'm going to go with number 5 out of 6. Name the most stressful job to have on a cruise ship. The most stressful job to have on a cruise ship. What do you think it would be? There's 6 answers here. We want number 5. But my necklace is crooked. Gotta fix it. The captain is number 1. Captain is number 1. Purser didn't make the list for whatever reason. The director was not on there. Captain's definitely under stress, right? The wait staff was number 2. Chef was number 3. They expect all that good food, right, Marjorie? So we've got the captain, we've got the wait staff, we've got the cook. The maid or the housekeeper was number 4. Maitre d' was not on there. Toilet maintenance, oh dear. No, that one did not make the list. It's probably there with the housekeepers. What else? Not the host. Most stressful job to have on a cruise ship. We're missing number 5, which is the winning answer, and number 6. And I'll tell you why number 5 is the most stressful after you get done. And it's the most stressful job in a lot of places. Not first mate. Hi, Carol. We are doing a question right now. Name the most stressful job to have on a cruise ship. You're right in time. You can win one. Most stressful job to have on a cruise ship. Not concierge. It's not a high-level job. Doctor, that would be stressful too, but not doctor. These are not high-level. Event coordinator, entertainment planner, guest services, those are all good guesses, but no. Although this is an entertainment of sorts. The bartender! Carol got it. Yeah, that was number 5. And number 6 was the lifeguard. Do you know why being the bartender is so stressful? Because nobody likes being cut off. And it's usually the people that need to be cut off that are the most vocal about it. So that is not a fun job to have, ever.
So Carol won it?
Carol got it. See, Carol came in just in time. I knew. Yes, the bartender is a very stressful job when you have to cut people off. They are not happy about that. And not usually in the right frame of mind to be reasonable. All right, this necklace is called the Pony Express. We actually have 5 layers with this one. So we have a round pink crackle stone at the top. We have a silver oval pendant, number 2, and then 3 chains at the bottom. These 3 chains are joined into one up here by these pink crackle beads. So up at the top, you actually only have 3 layers, which helps to reduce tangling. So this is the length of all our various layers. We have our top one right above the bust. Our second one is right in the mid-abdomen. And then our 3 bottom chain layers are going to lay right around this dropped waist area. With the 2-inch extension, we're going to drop it down to here for our top layer, around belly button level for our second layer, and down in the lower belly for those 3 chains. So this is crackle stone. This is called the Pony Express in pink. And it is number 21. And I've got a few more long necklaces in this show because now we can actually see them. So everybody's starting to wear some long necklaces again. So I put a few more in here. This one is called Glossy Glamorous in red. So we have some frosted red ovals that are also faceted. We have some textured, I'm not going to call these hammered, but they're definitely textured silver discs on here. And we have some transparent red ovals that are faceted. We also have one opaque one at the bottom. This one would also be a good one to double if you wanted to double it. So this is the length without doubling. You're going to be right here, kind of mid to lower abdomen with the 2-inch extension. It's going to come down here around the belly button area. This is what it would look like if you doubled it. Of course, you can adjust this to lay whichever way you like. I like the alternating lengths on here, but you might like them the same. So this one is Glossy Glamorous in a pretty cherry red. This one's number 22. Max is rushing me. I think he wants me to get done. Number 23. These are antiqued copper. These are called Outer Planes. So we have the scratch texturing on them. This is the darker copper. Round pendant on here with the round cutout. This is the length and size. So we have the darker brown. These are Outer Planes in copper. They are number 23. Number 24. I know some of you ladies have some brass out there. So this is a brass bracelet with tone-on-tone rhinestones. So that means they have those gold or brassish colored rhinestones. This is a stretch bracelet. It's called the Grit Factor. You can see it stretches in between each of these little pieces. So we have some rhinestones and also some dot motifs. These are not all rhinestones. So the Grit Factor in brass is going to be number 24. Number 25, we have Drop by Drop in green. And if you've seen our basil green, Marjorie would like number 24. That's funny because I almost didn't show it, Marjorie. Somebody knew you needed that. This reminds me of the basil green that we have for spring. It's a little bit brighter, but these are textured silver teardrops, and they have little green rhinestones right at the top of them, and a light green, a medium light green. And then our earrings are also those textured teardrops. This is the length, so about 1/2 inch below that collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is down at center chest. So this is Drop by Drop in green, and it is number 25. One thing I was going to tell you is if by the Sunday show you do not have your order from the previous week, let me know. One thing that's different about the new invoice system that we have is it does not allow me to print a shipping label until you have paid. Because it doesn't actually create an order until you pay it. It's just a draft up until that point. So if you pay for it late, I can't print the shipping label until you've paid for it. So if you paid for it late, you can anticipate it'll be a day or two late. But if you've paid for it early in the week and you didn't get your package by Sunday, please let me know so I can check the tracking on those. So we're trying to keep an eye on our packages, make sure they're all getting to where they're supposed to go. I assume that if you had any problems, you would let me know, but I'm just making sure you know to let me know. All right. This one is called the Natural Order in brown. So these have brown wooden beads. They're kind of a medium brown. And the little ovals with the dot motif in the center. Goes down to a tassel at the bottom. So this is one of these Y-shaped necklaces. It's one of my favorite shapes, especially in this length because our part where it would catch on something stops right here. So your Y comes to a point right there, and then you have the tassel that goes all the way down through that dropped waist. And with the 2-inch extension, it'll come down into the lower belly. So the chances that you would get caught a single strand right here are pretty minimal. Usually I get it caught up in this area. So since it's so high, there's less chance I would get this one caught on something. This one's called The Natural Order in brown. Nice natural brown. Number 26. Did we do a question? Or did I forget to?
25.
Yeah, did I do a question at number 25?
Well,
I don't think I did. I think it was time to do a question. Let's do a question. Let's see. Find a good question. Gonna go to the next page. All right, here's a good one. 6 answers available. Let's go with number 6. Besides utensils, name something that's already on the restaurant table when you sit down. Besides your utensils, name something that's already on the restaurant table when you sit down. Not in every place, but in a lot of places. Salt and pepper was number 2. It's pretty common, right? Have salt and pepper on the table. Napkins was number 1. The menu was number 3. See what else you got. Napkins, menus, salt and pepper, lots of salt and pepper, lots of napkins. Sugar, that's a good guess, but they didn't put that one on here. But usually, yeah, you have the little caddy full of sugar or sugar options. Ketchup was it. Ketchup was number 6, Violet. You got it. A candle. Oh, that's a good answer. Not too many places I've been have a candle on the table. Syrup. You must be going to IHOP. There's 2 other things that might be on the table when you sit down. Not a dessert menu, but that usually is on there. It's usually in the little thing at the end of the table. Sometimes the drink menu as well. Tablecloth, yes, was number 5. Tablecloth is already there. It wasn't a coffee cup, but you're super close. Some places have these. I prefer that they don't put them on the table ahead of time. But they still do it. The water glass, yeah. That was number 4. All right. So now let me finish my my 5 pieces. The water glass. I prefer not to have my water glass on the table. What do you think? I don't like my glass having been sitting out on the table. You never know who's touched it or what's happened in between the time that it was put out there and the time you sat down. I just would rather they bring me a glass of water. Okay, this one is called Living on a Prairie. And it always makes me sing the Bon Jovi song, Living on a Prayer. So this one has little hammered silver rings. And then we have the blue crackle teardrop at the bottom. Our earrings are the little silver rings as well to match. You don't like that either, Carol? I don't. I prefer they bring it. I like it to be fresh. We're hoping for a clean glass from the kitchen, right? So this one sits right at the collar with that middle ring. But with the 2-inch extension, we'd bring it down. That teardrop is going to sit right here above the bust. Yeah, Fly might have gone for a dip, right? So that would bring that ring down right about here. So you'd be in the upper chest area instead. And then just above the bust with the teardrop. So this one's called Living on a Prairie, otherwise known as the Bon Jovi necklace. In this house, because it makes me sing the song for the rest of the night. This one's number 27. Actually, sometimes for days, to be honest. You ever have that where the song gets stuck in your head? And this time, at least, it's for a reason, but sometimes it's just for no apparent reason. This song just gets in your head and it won't get out. I was thinking of one when I was supposed to be sleeping the other night, and it was like in my head all night. And then when I woke up in the morning, I couldn't remember what the song was. But it was really bugging me that night. All right, this one is called A Guide to the Galaxy. So if you like something just a little bit different, this is a nice one. We alternate polished with the scratch texture. And the way they've done it is the sides are different. So they each have a textured side and a flat, shiny side, so that no matter which way it hangs, it's going to alternate between the shiny and the scratch texture. These are kind of triangular pieces. This is the length. So it's right about here in the center chest. With your 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down here on the bust. Super, super shiny. This one is called Guide to the Galaxy in silver. And it's going to be number 28. 28. Number 29 is a smaller necklace. This is in silver. It's called Always a Bloom in silver. So we have little silver wire flowers and little silver pearly beads in between them. So it's a more delicate necklace. Our earrings are also that flower with the little silver pearly bead above it on a fishhook back. This is the length. It's a little bit over an inch below that collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to be center chest. So this is Always a Bloom in silver. This one is number 29. Number 30 is also silver, but it's a long one. This is called Wondrously Woven in silver. So we have the basket weave type piece in the center in that gray color that they call silver. And it's in a silver frame, so you can see it's metal back. The tassel below it. This is a leathery basket weave in the center. It's about mid-abdomen with the tassel going down through this dropped waist. With the 2-inch extension, it will hang down further into this lower belly. Let me back her up a little bit so you can see her. So this one is called Wondrously Woven in silver. This one is number 30. All right, now to keep it on track, let's do another question. All right, there's 4 answers on this one. Let's do number 3. Name something people do while they're jogging on a treadmill. Something people do while they're jogging on a treadmill. Sing was number 4. If you can still sing, you're not going fast enough. Listen to music was number 2. Huff and puff. Yes, we all huff and puff. Not reading, not talking, watching videos, not usually. Watching TV, yes. Watch the TV at the gym. Shannon got that one. Sweat was number 1. You're definitely sweating. Hi, Barbara. Good to see you. Talking on the phone. Again, Marjorie, if you can talk on the phone, if you can hold a conversation, if you can sing, you are not going fast enough. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Fall down. People do that occasionally. I will not admit or deny having done that before. I'm glad there are walls, or was a wall to catch me. All right, this is called Margarita Masquerades. It's okay, Barbara. And the replay will post, so you can always catch it later. This one is in an olive green, so we have olive green faceted beads. We have textured rings. And then down at the bottom, we have 5 layers of chain in a little different gauges. So you've got a little variety here. Love it when they do this because there's not enough to get tangled. And I will tangle it because I'm a klutz by nature. So this one, our beads hang at the bust and above. Our layers of chain hang down here around this dropped waist. A couple are below it, a couple are above it. With the 2-inch extension, it will go even further into this lower belly area. So this one is Margarita Masquerade in green. And it is going to be, oops, number 31. This is one and done night, Barbara. Let me see, because I think I've only got 4 more, so you can go ahead and do the drawing. Yep, got 4 more, so you can do the drawing. All right, our next one is in rose gold. This is called Going for Grit in rose gold. So we have textured teardrops in rose gold and in silver. This is a little bit longer necklace. Then our earrings are also the textured teardrops in rose gold. This is the length. So it's hanging kind of in mid-abdomen or down to the mid-abdomen area. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to be down here around belly button level. It's more around there. This one does have a freely moving chain to make sure it slides well. And a nice large gauge chain, so you can easily pull it up a little bit and make this a shorter necklace. So this one's called Going for Grit in rose gold. This one is number 32. Number 33. This is Terra Nouveau in silver. So we have textured triangles. See the triangle texture? They're like hammered triangles with these medium gray beads and silver polished beads in between them. This is the length, so about 1/2 inch below that collar it starts. It goes down to center chest. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit right above the bust. So this one is Terra Nouveau in silver. This one is number 33.
Okay.
Number 34. And I really like the contrast in this one. Not a big brass person, but I love the contrast that it makes with those white rhinestones. This is called Autumn Abundance, and this is a longer necklace. So we have a brass tree in a brass oval, and it has white rhinestones on the branches. So again, nice contrast, that darker metal with the white rhinestones makes them show up really nicely. Down here around belly button level, with the 2-inch extension, it would hang down to this dropped waist. This one does not have a sliding chain. It's a fixed chain, but you could still fasten it up a little bit tighter just by fastening your lobster clasp in the chain. Okay. Make it about that short without it showing around the side of your neck. So this one is Autumn Abundance in white. It is number 34. Yeah, the tree is pretty, isn't it? Number 34. Tasha, you are our winner for tonight, so you get a free piece of jewelry this week. And don't worry if you don't have anything this week. We'll save it till next week for you. So no rush. This one is Trust Fund Baby. This is our last piece for the night. Trust Fund Baby. Short necklace with crystal type grape Jolly Rancher colored beads. And we also have the silver polished beads in there. This is the length. It's about 1/2 inch below that collar. Our model needs to turn a little bit. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit right here above center chest, not quite reaching center chest, but right there above it. So this one is Trust Fund Baby in purple. And it is going to be number 35 tonight. Number 35. All right. So that is the end of our show for tonight. We'll be back Wednesday at 5 p.m. Our show schedule this week will remain the same, but on Friday and Sunday, they will be pre-recorded shows. Because I know a lot of us are busy on Friday night this week. So we have an event to attend. And Sunday, we are going to be out of town, and I'm not sure we're going to make it back in time to start the show. So Friday and Sunday, those shows will be pre-recorded. So they will start to play as usual. So just go to the pages as usual at the normal time if you're available. If not, replays will show later. I'm only able to do that on Facebook and YouTube. So there will be no shows on Instagram on Friday and on Sunday. Just on Facebook and YouTube. So those will be pre-recorded for you. Wednesday night will still be a live show. We're going to have new pieces coming in the beginning of this week. So I've got several boxes that are scheduled for delivery. Anybody who ordered fashion fixes, they are coming in tomorrow. So if you've ordered a fashion fix, I'm going to go ahead and put it on this week's invoice, and I'm going to put it in your package tomorrow, and we'll send those out just in case you wanted to wear it this weekend. So we'll get those out for you. And other than that, we'll see you back on Wednesday night. So 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. Have a great week until then.